This video provides a demonstration of the 6 games in the ActiVise Q&A software. We're going to enter using the Activity Options button, and we've got 3 categories with 2 games in each category. In a previous video we looked at how to create the topics with the questions and answers and how to select the topics in a game. The topic we created was the flags topic, but any of these topics can be played in this game. So I'm going to click on the flags topic. I can set the second rotations of the cards from 2 seconds to 90 seconds. So I'll set it on 6 seconds and I'll enter a player's name and click play. So I have to look at the question and then find the right answer. If I select the right answer, a green border appears around the question and the answer. If I select the wrong answer, a red border appears, which provides the user with immediate feedback as to whether they've answered the question correctly or incorrectly. In the snap game, the right answer may not always appear. This is so that the user doesn't assume that one of the 4 answers must be the right answer. If 4 wrong answers appear, then the user needs to wait for the cards to rotate, as in this example with Spain and with Romania as well, until the cards rotate and the correct answer is available to select. Each question within the topic is presented once. If it is answered correctly by the user, it is not shown again. If the user answers the question incorrectly, that question will keep being shown at random until it is answered correctly, and the snap game is tracking the user's progress in the background. This was a demonstration of the snap game. We'll now look at the flash game. So in the same way, we'll scroll to find our topic, and this time we need to select seconds from 1 to 60 of how long we wish to see the question revealed. We enter the player's name and click play, and you see the question appears here but no answers. Now the question has disappeared. We have to remember the question and select the right answer. So the question was Spain, so we pick the Spanish flag. The border goes green to show that we've got it right, and the question reappears so that we can check it again. So this game is working on memory and attention. The user can either see the question or the answers, but not both at the same time. This game is also tracking in the background. It will present each question once. If the user answers it correctly, then that question will not appear again. If the user answers it incorrectly, it will continue to appear at random within the other questions until the user answers it correctly, and the game finishes once all questions have been answered correctly. That was a demonstration of the flash game. We will now look at Greasy Pole, one of the 2-player games. So enter names for both players and select the topic. The 2-player games encourage learners, either individually or as teams, to compete against each other to develop learning and revision through collaboration. Each player or team has a greasy pole. The first player has to answer the question. If they get it right, they move up the pole. Play then passes to the next player, and because this is a greasy pole, if the next player gets the question right, they will go up the pole and bring their opponent down the pole. And the winner of the game is the first player who reaches the top of the pole. But essentially, the learning and revision is all about collaboration and repetition. So that was a demonstration of the greasy pole game. The other two-player game is Dice-tastic. So again, enter the two players' names. And select the topic. Click play. And in this game, the players have to roll the dice and they have to answer the question the dice has landed on. If they get the question right, they will win the points that were rolled on the dice. So the first player scores 1 point. Play passes to the next player or team and they roll the dice. They're hoping to score more than the previous player, so they will score 6 points if they can answer this question. Play continues until the first player or team reaches 25 points. But again, the learning and revision is about collaboration and repetition. So that was a demonstration of the Dice-tastic game. We'll now look at the Trafficometer game. And this time we just need to select the topic and click play. This is more of an assessment activity. It will present each question and answer once to the user. The user needs to say aloud what they think the answer is. If they're unable to identify the answer, then they click reveal. Either the person working with the user, the teacher, the tutor, the parent, or the user themselves, if they're an older user, identifies how well they feel they answered that question. This is an arbitrary score for you to decide when you award red, amber, or green. So each time, either reveal the answer and then select a light, or if you know the answer, just score yourself on the traffic light system. And how you score yourself depends on how well you feel you're able to answer the question. So in this instance, it might be describing the flag of Germany. Once the activity is complete and each question has been shown once, the print button will appear. Click the print button and you will receive a printout of how you've scored each learner based on the traffic light system. This will give you an understanding of which questions the learner is able to answer more confidently. This was a demonstration of the Trafficometer game. The final game is the Answer Buddy game. And this time we just need to select the topic and click play. All we have to do in this activity is match the questions to the answers in the fewest number of attempts. You notice that some of the answers are not currently available. So part of the skill within the Answer Buddy game is to ensure you click on a question and then click on an answer that is available. So here's the United Kingdom. If I answer the question correctly, a green border appears around the outside. If I answer the question incorrectly, a red border appears. But an attempt is still scored if it's answered incorrectly. And I have to try and clear all of the questions and answers in the topic in the fewest number of attempts as possible. So this was a demonstration of the Answer Buddy game. So this video provided a demonstration of the 6 games within the ActiVise Q&A software. The next video will illustrate how to track learners' progress within the ActiVise Q&A software.